off,
Yeah.
showing what's going to happen in this film as they punch each other and explode.
Apparently, if you slow it down, you'll notice that the USSR glove shatters quicker.
Ooh. 'Cause America.
Mm-hmm.
Apostrophe America.
Hey man, this movie could fucking work nowadays.
So Rocky, at his palatial estate,
which is bigger than the last one.
I think it's a new house.
Yeah, it is.
Celebrating Polly's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Polly's not happy.
No, Polly's never fucking
Polly
happy.
really is never happy. He gets a robot.
Mm-hmm.
That's his gift.
Yep.
And he's just like, I wanted a sports car.
Fuck you, Polly. This is so much better than a sports car.
It's like, don't you know?
Like, you have Sicko in your present. Fuck you, man. I hate Polly now. I'm glad he dies.
Jesus.
It's a character. It's not a real person.
I know.
Burt Young is still quite alive, so I'm
But
fine.
spoilers.
It's not really, because we're not going to cover
Creed?
the movie.
It's Creed, right?
No, it's I
is
think
it
it's Rocky
Creed?
Balboa, so it's in between 5 and 6.
He's in Rocky
Oh,
Balboa.
so is he in Rocky Balboa? Okay, so it's
Creed.
not really a spoiler alert, because we're never going to cover those movies.
So he gets a cake. Happy birthday, Polly. You get a robot. Rocky has his own cake for Adrian.
Yeah.
It's a Rocky Adrian cake that he brings to bed.
Well, when you got that kind of money, you got bed cake money.
I also aspire to have
Bed cake money?
Bed cake money.
Yeah.
Because it's like an advanced present.
Yeah, because their anniversary is the next week.
Yeah, and it gives her a watch that like slinks around her arm like a snake.
Yeah, I remember that from the 80s. I actually do. Yeah, I think one of my aunts had one. Looked stupid.
We get Drago
Mm-hmm.
on TV coming to America with his wife and his handler and a entourage of army dudes because he's a sergeant or
He's
just a soldier.
Oh shit! I had it written down. I closed my book. Unfortunately, give me a second.
Because I know he's in.
I think
It's
he's a
USSR in the 80s. You're all in the army.
I think he's a sergeant. Captain. Sorry.
Captain. He's a captain of
Yes.
the USSR Army. He's amateur boxing champion.
Yes.
Because in the Army and the Navy, they do have wrestling and boxing and all that stuff. I wouldn't be shocked if nowadays they had jiu-jitsu or something.
I would bet money that they have some kind of mixed martial art.
So he's on TV. He wants Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
He
Like,
wants to
everybody
fight
wants
the
Rocky.
great American boxing champion, Rocky, because I think Rocky is still the heavyweight champion of the world at this point.
Yes, I'll explain to why the ending happened the way it did, because there's a deleted scene that they thought wasn't needed, but it kind of was.
But Apollo's also watching this, and he's kind of like chapped ass about it.
Yeah.
Like, he's in the pool, he's splashing around or whatever, but he sees this on the TV, and it's like, I could fight him.
Yeah, because he's starting to get over the hill, and he's just like, I could beat that guy.
We see Drago training. No, you can't. It's just like this advanced space technology training. They have him hooked up to like 9 machines.
Yeah.
He's running on a treadmill.
They did say, from when in my research in this, that all of that equipment wasn't like that was all real, but none of that stuff was available to the public for another 20 years. So it was that advanced.
So like he hits a thing and then it registers.
Yeah, this is also some bullshit that they spouted out there. So, like, basically they're like, the average boxer averages at about 800 PSI, pounds per square inch. And then he's like, and then he has Drago punch it, and it, like, hits at, like, 2,000 or something like that. And he goes, see, he averages 2,000. I'm like, dude, he punched it once. You can't have an average of that by one punch. That's not science.
Ask Stallone that.
Well... Do you know his number?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
I mean, it's 1985. It must be easier to get him on the phone nowadays.
Apollo goes to Rocky's after he phones him on the robot. Well, he phones the house, and then
he's like, you can answer on the robot.
The robot tells him you can answer on the robot.
Which, by the way, you can't. That was not in the thing. Although, in this day and age, it's probably got a phone charger on him.
Because it's dancing around, and then he answers the phone.
Paulie is already warmed up to it.
He asks Apollo to come over. And Apollo's basically like, they watch Rocky 2.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They're literally watching footage
2.
from Rocky 2. The ending fight. I'm like, why Rocky 2? Don't you want to watch Rocky 1 where you won?
Well, no, because he wants to see where he went wrong so he can correct it.
Because he's basically going, well, I'm going to fight him.
Yeah.
It's already set. There's a press conference after this scene, but there's this whole, like, you might have domesticated yourself, Rocky. I can't do that.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm a fighter.
We're fighters.
Yeah, that's the thing. He separates himself completely. Be like, you domesticated yourself, but you and we're the same. It's like, wait, but you just wait, huh? You just
well,
a minute
that's
ago
the
you
theme
said no.
of all these films.
Yeah.
It's always like Rocky's in, now he's out, now he's in, now he's out. I mean, he's still in technically because he's the world.
He's the world champion, so he does have to fight somebody. But it does seem a little weird that he's just like, you're not, you're not out of this, and then all of a sudden he's into it.
How much older is Apollo than Rocky?
I would assume significantly.
Because it's being established that he's done. Like, he hasn't fought for 5 years. That Rocky 2 was his last fight.
But at the same time, he probably, Rocky was over the hill when he started fighting Apollo. So, they never quite give ages necessarily. Well, they do give Rocky's age at one point, but it's different now, because who knows how much time's passed now. But, they never really said how much older Apollo was, but I can't imagine too much. Just because, like I said, Rocky was already old, and Mickey was even telling him to give up in the first one because he was too old to actually make a go at it. So, you got to assume he's close to Apollo's age. So
if Rocky's over the hill, and he's the champion of the world... Apollo just must be super done.
Yeah, he's out the game.
Well, he is, because it's like I said, it's been 5 years since that fight, and he's been retired.
The last fight he had was with Rocky randomly in an empty gym.
Yeah.
So...
And we don't know how serious that fight actually was.
I don't think it was, but at the same time, Rocky does say that Apollo won, so I don't know.
So...
But wait, doesn't Rocky come back with, like, a black eye?
Yeah, like
and that's it.
Like when he comes home, he's coming home from that fight.
Yeah,
so they did hit each other.
Yeah, but he's only got like a small black eye. Yeah. So, and if Apollo won, then that clearly wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. So they have a press conference. Apollo's trying to be Apollo, trying to run game and talk smack, and then the Russians are talking smack, and then that leads Apollo to get up and I'm going to fight you, Drago, right now. And Drago, through this whole thing,
hasn't said a word.
He is just frozen face.
He does look over, and it looks like he's looking at Apollo, but you realize very quickly he's looking at Rocky.
Yeah.
He don't give a shit about Apollo. I did enjoy where they were just like, Rocky, what do you think? What do you think Apollo needs to beat him? Step ladder. Except for the fact that Apollo is about the same height as Drago.
Yeah, when they get in the ring, you're like, no,
they're about the same height.
Like, Dolph's a little tall, like Drago's a little taller, but,
But how much of that is that weird hair he's got?
Yeah.
That
high and
tight. The highest of high and tights. Yeah.
Crew, army cut, right? So the fight happens. Of course, Apollo has to have this big, elaborate entrance.
Yes.
That includes Drago.
Yeah.
Because Drago's told to go to the ring.
Yeah.
He's in a ring in what looks like to be some, like, abandoned bunker.
Yeah.
But it actually is in Vegas. And, like, the doors open up as he's rising.
Yeah.
James Brown live cues up with dancers singing Living in America.
Yeah.
And Drago is just confused about this whole thing. He's looking around like, why am I moving?
He's actually looking scared of, like, what's going on.
Why am I moving?
Yeah.
Why is James Brown here?
Or why is the American singing? I don't think he would know who James Brown is at that point.
I'd like to think that James Brown is worldwide.
Not in 1985, he wasn't.
Fair.
Although it did occur to me that there was a career path that I wish I had been able to take when I was younger. At this time. There is a dude in James Brown's entourage there that his only job is to wrap him in a cape.
Yeah, he's a cape guy.
Yeah.
Cape guy.
We need to get a singer who has a cape, so I can be their cape guy.
Yeah.
I would like to throw my name out there to be anyone's official cape guy.
Make enough money to be in the cape guy.
Yeah.
You get bed cake money.
Ooh.
So, see how it all ties together.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
So, he's singing a song. Apollo's in his fucking hat and America shorts, and he's just dancing. Like, this is the biggest entrance he's ever had, obviously. For what is essentially an exhibition fight. This isn't for anything. This isn't even an official boxing match.
No.
This is just, we're going to go out there and have some fun.
We're just going to box and it'll be all right.
And I'll beat the young whippersnapper and it'll be all good.
Yeah.
Because, like, even in the press conference, like, wait, you think you're going to win this thing?
Yeah, like, who do you think you're fighting? It's like, yeah, who do you think you're fighting?
Yeah, old man, do you not notice the human tank that is sitting in front of you?
Yeah, big dude, just real big.
Bell rings. And Drago immediately pounds Apollo's face in.
Yeah.
it's not even, like, he does his little dancing, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And it kind of throws Drago off at first,
Yeah.
because he's probably never dealt with somebody doing dances and moves
like,
and all
move
that
that quickly, but eventually he gets
once
them.
he locks on,
Yeah.
whatever he hits, he destroys,
Yes.
and he destroys Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
Bell rings for round 1. Fight should have been stopped.
Yeah.
Like, he comes to the corner, his face is hamburger meat.
Yeah. And Rocky's just like, we gotta stop the fight, you know?
Like, this is not good.
This isn't fun anymore, you know?
Like, his wife is worried.
Yeah.
And, like, right before this scene, Drago's wife goes up, like, I hope after this we could be friends.
And everything. Well, she doesn't, I don't think she assumed her husband's gonna kill her husband.
Well,
I don't think anyone assumed that, you know? He will crash, but hopefully the guy will get up and walk later.
Nope. Because the bell rings again for round 2.
Yeah.
And he knocks him out.
Yeah.
Well, he keeps hitting him. The ref tries to step in. He throws the ref. He keeps hitting him.
And I immediately go, disqualified?
Yeah.
Anyone? Are we just not?
Duke says throw in the towel. Throw in the damn towel!
But that's
Rocky can't.
Well, because Apollo said, no matter what happens,
Yeah.
I don't care. You're not throwing the towel. And, you know,
And,
Rocky's
like,
a man of his words.
symbolically,
Yeah.
as Apollo drops, he drops the towel, the blood-soaked towel.
Mm-hmm.
Apollo goes into fucking basic shock. Like,
he just
convulsing and shaking. And they're like, get a goddamn doctor! And what makes no sense is that this guy is out cold, clearly hurt, like, significantly hurt. The press all get
Happens
in
all
the
the
ring.
time. Happens all the time.
And just crowd.
Dude, Princess Diana.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened, is the press wouldn't back off long enough for the ambulance and shit to get there. That's how it works, man.
Like, I don't know if the EMTs could help here.
Probably not. I'm
Because
assuming he was dead before he hit the floor, but that's the thing, they're calmly, like, interviewing Drago. They're like, but guys, dead guy.
Yeah, it's just like, well, you really hurt him. So, like, wow, what was that all about? I will beat the American. I will destroy everybody. This is like, the most lines he gets is in this one scene.
Yeah.
And then the whole, like, well, what if he dies? If he dies, he dies.
Yeah. And now we know for a fact this dude's the villain.
Yeah, and he dies. Mm-hmm. Super dead.
Yep.
They don't even, like, there's nothing. It's literally cuts from this
to the funeral.
To the funeral.
Yep, he's dead. He DED dead.
Like, it is scene over, funeral. Yeah. Smash cut.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's the iconic scene of, like, him laying in Rocky's arms, literally dying.
Yeah.
Don't mind just the Hugo Boss sweater that all of the guys were wearing. Like, just let's get that advertisement in there as I'm warning my friend /
They paid for it and the guy's
maybe
not really
boyfriend.
Dead. No maybe about it from the last movie, all right? They had a fling going, that's for sure.
So he says a few words. He puts his world title in the casket, like on the casket, and it goes with him. I think he retires, basically? No. Or, like, well, he's not going to retire because he's going to fight Drago.
He is but he is still the champion. What ends up happening, this happens a little later on, but when he decides he's going to fight Ivan, he is supposed to, there was a deleted scene where he goes to the boxing commission, and the boxing commission says, we cannot and will not be a part of this. So, if you choose to do it, you are breaking our laws, you are not doing it on our behalf. No, he's not stripping him at all. It's non-title exhibition. We're not a part of it. You go do what you have to do, but we are staying the hell out of it. So if you die, we're not touching. We're not a part of it.
Wash your hands of the whole thing. I'm glad they cut that out.
Yeah, there's a scene, but it does work because it explains where the hell the title goes. Because apparently people have been asking for years, like, why doesn't he have the title? Is it when he throws in the casket he doesn't get another one? It's like, no, they just, they're washing their hands of the whole thing because of the Cold War and everything like that.
Yeah, because it's just like, you're going where?
Yeah, you're going, No, we're not a part of that.
To fight who?
Yeah. The guy who killed our last guy?
Oh, no,
we're out.
No.
But
like a Vegas dealer, they're washing their hands and they are done.
They do have, like, the newspaper clippings in the scene right before, but you can't really see what's going on.
Yeah.
So that scene explains them just sort of going, we're not a part of this. So he is still the champion. At some point in time, he relinquishes the title, but we don't know when that is.
So we go from Creed losing / dying to funeral
Mm-hmm.
to press conference for Rocky and Drago.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no, like, I'm assuming
there's no movie.
I'm assuming that the boxers before any boxing match in real life and in this movie,
yes,
I'm sure they signed some sort of waiver.
I would assume.
because like he died. Mm-hmm. So does Drago get charged for murder?
I don't. Well, no, because I think it...
Or is it like these two men understood what was going to happen here and it could happen?
Well, two things.